Today I wanted to talk about the consequences of bulking. In my opinion, there are many consequences to bulking. There's obviously a whole positive aspect, but today I'm on about the consequences. If I said to you, like, what is the consequence of bulking? You'd probably say like a worse body composition, storing more fat than you would quite like. You'd also probably say to me, you probably feel a little bit less confident. And that's definitely 100% what I felt doing my first bulk. I started the gym early 2024. I cut down about 25 kilos of fat, probably even a little bit more. And then I was super pleased with myself because I was the leanest I'd ever been. I felt really high energy, but I didn't have a goal of what to do in the gym after that. So that's how I got into powerlifting. And that's how I started chasing all these numbers that I want to achieve. Now, obviously, and inevitably, after a cut comes a bulk. And as it was my first bulk, I did it incorrectly. I didn't do it very well, and I did it pretty poorly. Many people see fitness as this kind of binary thing in either you're good at it or you're not good at it. And it's very stupid to think that way because there are many things in fitness that you have to learn. There's loads of different little things. It's not just fitness, boom, you're good at it. It's, you know, you need to get good at dieting and training and things within dieting and things within training, like form in training and cutting in the dietary section. Now, I'd say I'm pretty good at cutting because I've been doing it multiple times now, but with bulking, I'm still learning. And the main consequence, whilst you're hopefully seeing some training footage here, of bulking is time. Time is something you can't get back. It's something that's rammed down our faces, the fact that you can't get it back, and that it's truly valuable. And it's really valuable. That's why it sucks so much when you do a bulk incorrectly, because you lose time. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, if you bulk up incorrectly, and by incorrectly, I mean just stuffing your face, kind of just getting as many calories in as you want, and storing a hell of a lot more fat than you would have liked. Inevitably, you will have gained a bit of muscle too, but, you know, mostly fat. You will have lost time because you're going to have to spend the next couple months, maybe half a year, cutting back that fat that you could so easily have kept off. It then just leaks into training because you've got to go on this cut. You're going to feel maybe a little bit less energetic. And then also, in that time you spend cutting, your body's obviously not thinking about putting on that muscle and putting on more lean mass. It's just thinking about stripping that fat away. So you've got 6 months of no muscle gain, basically. You've got 6 months of no muscle gain, and it was so easily avoidable as well. Now, that is what's happened to me. You know, I've put on a bit of fat during my bulk, and now I'm just frustrated with myself because I feel like I had to use that time wisely and I didn't use it wisely. But one thing about time and time moving forward, you see things in hindsight, and you get kind of wisdom from situations that you perhaps had to learn from. And for me, I know in future what I have to do in my bulks. It's better to get it wrong the first time and kind of have to waste, I don't know, 6 months. I keep on saying 6 months, we'll just call it that. And then think back and kind of reflect on that and get it right next time than wasting 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. Before you know it, you've wasted about 3 years of your lifting career just cutting and not putting on any muscle. So time is a really important one. It's a double-edged sword, and it's a positive thing as well as it is a negative thing. I thought I'd try a little bit of a change in content, talking about kind of something wrong in my lifting journey currently and having a bit of training footage over it. So if you like it, let me know. Comment, like, sub, whatever. I thought it was just important to say and for other people to know because yes, you probably have got your first bulk wrong, and yes, inevitably you will have to have a lot of time to take that fat back off, but next time you won't have to worry about that because you will have known in your head that this time I need to lean bulk. You know, you need to watch your calories a bit more maybe. Well, whatever you did wrong. I just feel like I'm stuck in this limbo at the moment because I want to put on muscle, you know, but in order to put on muscle, you have to be in a caloric surplus. But then I'm also not happy with the way I am right now. So, you know, I want to cut back down. So it's just like, what do I do? And then there's kind of that recomp available to kind of keep your calories at maintenance and kind of let it work its way out. But then I don't think it's as simple as that. That being said, on the cut I'm on currently, I still make sure to have my protein very high in hopes that I might have a little bit of muscle gain. But in reality, it's probably just making sure I'm keeping onto the muscle I gained in my bulk and just in general. And this is not disregarding the other consequences of bulking, but I think time is a very, very overlooked factor. You know, you are going to feel less confident. You are going to feel a little bit annoyed. You are bound to feel more low energy depending on if you've had more dirtier foods than you have clean. But time is a very overlooked factor. It's something I want to look back on and learn from. It's one of the thousands of things that I'm currently doing in my lifting journey and during my sessions and outside my sessions, and whenever I do anything fitness related that I want to learn from in the future. It's not just the bulking I want to learn from. There's a hell of a lot more to learn from as well. Let me know if you have the same problem, because I'm sure many of you do. And I hope it made you feel a little bit better if you are having the same issue as me. It's kind of good to just kind of talk to a camera and have these thoughts out. These are kind of more diary entries into my lifting and my learning within the lifting environment. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Something I'm learning about as well is just like my fitness channel is something I'm learning. All the different types of content, what I like to do, what I don't perhaps want to do again, all of these things. But that's a story for another day.